Hey, Mike Mata here. We're going to talk about Network Instruments Observer Apex, or their reporting engine today that they offer. So basically the benefits of Apex are an user-friendly interface with intuitive web-based functionality, a library of some pre-built widgets, and then easy ability to create your own widgets for customization of your own particular views or dashboards, aggregated views of your network, application, and device health, and you can navigate from your high-level monitoring tool to the root cause analysis if you have gigastores. So we're going to actually build a few here in just a second. In its simplest form, Observer Apex consists of widgets, and then we combine widgets together to create dashboards. And then those dashboards give us different views of the data that we've collected from our trending information from our probes, probes, gigastores, observer infrastructure. And so we're going to go ahead and build some, starting with widgets. So if you're starting Apex for the first time and you need to log in, the default is admin for the user ID and password. Now obviously you're smart enough to change that should you need to. So again, our first step is in building widgets. So if we go to libraries, we'll notice there's a dashboard library in a widget library. So the first thing I'd like to introduce you to is how to build a couple of widgets. And then we'll put those widgets together to build a dashboard. So our widget library, there are system widgets. These come from Network Instruments, already pre-built, and you can use any of these in your dashboard. You can't change any of the system widgets, or we can build our own user widgets, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and create a widget. We're going to add a new widget. We're going to name it Top Apps by Volume. And you notice it gives us several options of how do we want to display this data. We can do it in tabular format. We can create multiple graph outputs, the line graph there, or chart graph, or I can't think of what those are called, like a temperature gauge. And then there's even application dependency mapping. For this particular apps by volume, I'm going to use a pie chart. And again, then the reporting interval is the summary of the data that we have. And then our chart type can either be a pie or a donut. Well, let's use a donut. And then how many items do you want displayed in your chart? The default there is 10, and that's fine. We'll leave it at 10. Filter says we can actually filter for some type of traffic like HTTP specific application or a specific IP address even. For now we're just going to let it find anything and everything, and then there's even an option here to hide things. If it doesn't find any information, then we can hide it, but for now I want to leave that open. And you'll notice our options along the top here are select key fields that we're going to use, which when we click next, that's what it's going to do. And then data fields, and then edit those fields. So those are the steps we have to take to create our widget. So yeah, I already have this one, so I'm just going to do -1. Okay. And there we go. So now our key fields, we need to select our key fields, and you'll notice it tells us there are lots of available fields. And for now, we're just gonna, since we want applications by volume, we'll pick application. And then our next data fields that we want are going to be bytes total. You see there's lots of choices in here, and we just want bytes total. Well, just passed it. There it is. Bytes total. And we click next. And we see we have application bytes total, and it's going to order based on our bytes total. And we say finish. So we have that one widget now that we can pull in and use. Let's go ahead and create another. We'll have two, and then I'll show you how we can start putting these together. So we'll create another widget, and we'll call this one, since we talked there, application. We'll do this one as servers by traffic, and we'll do it by packets. And again, I already have built this one, so I'll do -1. And once again, we'll do a chart. Summary is already selected there for us, and this time instead of a donut, we'll do a pie chart. And 10 items. Our key fields then that we want. Once again, application. This time we want IP address server as well. And next, we want packets total, because we said by packets. And it should be, there we go, it should be in alphabetical order, so we want packets total. And next, and it gives us the option to look at what we've created: application, IP address server, and packets total. And we can even move these, change these around. We can say I want IP address first. I can move that up in our list, or set that as my search criteria. So this is what we have it. I can change our sort order right there. So we're good. Click finish, and now I have those two widgets, and it's told me it saved that. Alright, so now let's build a dashboard with those two widgets. So I can go to dashboard library, add a dashboard, and now it shows here, drag and drop. And I'm gonna do, since we built two, I'll do two, and then my widgets, system widgets. Where are my user widgets? And we built our first one was apps, top apps, top apps by volume 1. There it is. So we'll drag that, oops, dang it, close this one, and we want that here, widgets, top apps by volume. We'll put that in the first. And our second one that we created was servers by traffic, servers by traffic 1, and we'll put that there. And since we don't have anything in this particular one, we can delete that one. And there's the beginning of our first dashboard created with two widgets. So now to actually see it, we'll click accept, and we'll go to my dashboards under user dashboards. That's the new one that we just created, and there is our two apps by volume 1, servers by traffic packets 1, and it shows us the applications and packets. You can highlight or hover over, and it shows us, gives us the information about that particular other. Now we can also choose how long, what's this, I can look at the last week, I can look at the last hour, say just give it to me by the last hour. We can apply filters, say just give me HTTP, app HTTP, and you notice now it brings up, there's our app HTTP. We can say filter it for just HTTP, and now that's what we get. top apps by volume HTTP, and it even tells us that as well. Now let's say we don't like that particular name of our dashboard there, because it just picked a name at random. So I can go back into my libraries, dashboard library, go to that particular dashboard, go to properties, and there's our name that it just came up with. It just picked one at random, started out as dashboard. So we'll call this application dashboard. And that's the basics, beginnings of using Observer Apex. Now click OK to that, and we'll accept that. And you notice it just changed the name now of our dashboard to application dashboard. I go to my dashboards, application dashboard, and there it is. So there's the beginnings, the first step of how to use the new Observer Apex. Stay tuned. We'll add some more things to this dashboard. Thank you.